Today we're having a look at some laser cut baseboards. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmsford Junction. I'm Peter. As you can see from the thumbnail and from the title, today we're going to be taking a look at laser cut baseboards. Now, a few weeks ago I went to the DEMU show up at Sultan Coalfields, saw a gentleman called Tim that was selling baseboards that he had already built, and obviously kits that you can build yourself. So I bought 3 that were already made up, and I bought one small one as a kit to find out if it was as easy as he made it sound to make one of these baseboards. And I can safely say, yes, it was absolutely simple and easy to make one of these baseboards. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to spin you around in a moment, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using these baseboards as the structure for my new Engage product, or my new Engage layout, should I say, not product, wrong word. So I will be going to Tim for more of these baseboards because he does do them in various sizes. When you order from him, you can either order the kit as the kit, or you can order the kit, he will make it for you, and then obviously at a charge, and then he can post it out. I'll talk about more about that in a minute, but I'll turn you around, we'll have a look at the baseboards, have a look at the construction details, the instruction manual, construction details, or could be construction details if you want to be constructing them. And also I'll show you the other size of baseboards and other items that he has for sale as well. I will apologise guys for the shakiness of the camera. When I went on holiday a few months back before the move, my tripod decided it was going to disintegrate, and the legs decided they were going to come apart, so I'm having to do this freehand. But these are the baseboards. So I've got 2 of this size, which I believe, bear me 2 seconds, are 400mm, which is obviously the length, by 250mm, which is the width. Now this is the one that I bought as a kit, and yeah, I made a mistake there, but they are so simple to build. I'm going to quickly show you the instructions. Let me just grab them for you. So these are the brilliant detailed instructions. So straight away he gives you a picture of all the items laid out, then tells you what you're going to need. You will need a screwdriver and wood glue to put these together, and that is all you will need to put these together. They are very, very simple, and all the screws and all the fixings that you need for these kits comes with the with the kit. But as you can see, that's the first part of the build. Then obviously you put the sides on, the ends on, like that, and cross braces if you want to put them on. As he does say, if you do want to put them on. So those are the instructions. And I will post a link to Tim's website for you in the description as well. But as you can see, he does all different sizes. So you can have 1 foot wide by however long you want it, and different like that. He can do you fiddle yards, that pivot, which could make things easy in a traverser there. He also does the corner pieces. He can even do you a box one. That'd be actually quite interesting to build one of them, I would think. And you can get displays from him. So you can safely say, and the prices, I mean, a box section like this, so 2 foot wide, 4 foot long, £180. That is pretty good for something like that. And all you've got to do then is put your own lights in, and obviously do all your detailing. But like I said, guys, I will leave a clickable link in the description to his website, and if you want to pause the camera, that is his website and email address there. But we'll have a quick look at the baseboards themselves. Like I said, this is the one that I built, and I've left the diagonal pieces out, because I think if you're going to be using point motors and things like that, it's going to be awkward to get point motors in and around this area, so I left them out. It doesn't make any difference to the structure of it, it's completely stable. And then to put them together, you got the two end pieces there, which will then fit into these pieces here, and you can get female and male brass fixings that will screw into here or into this end, and then you can fix, you know, it will bolt in there, so you can either have it like this, or you can get yourself brass fittings to fit in there as well. And then all you do is a simple nut and bolt. You get the bag with all the bits and pieces that come with it. And then once you put them together, oh, sorry about that, guys. That's how it would look. So that's obviously the one that Tim built, and this one here as well. So I bought these two that were already built, bought that one as ready built, and this one as the kit, just to find out how easy it was to build the kit. And there you can see the difference between having the bracing diagonals there and not having them there. So yeah, absolute brilliant kit. The one thing that he does say is once you've built them, which is what I'm going to be doing, is seal them by using paints. So with the paint that I've got left over from decorating the front room, I'm going to be using B&Q's Manhattan Grey Matte paint to paint these. So once I've done that, guys, I will come back to you. So I did show you the 250mm by 400mm, and like I said, I've got the larger ones which are 250 wide by 400, so 25 centimeters by 40 centimeters wide. So they are the four that I've got. So I've got two of them and two of them. Back to start the painting. So after a couple of sessions, the baseboards have now been painted. What I did was, I'll turn this upside down, I painted the underside of all four of them first, because obviously they're the more tricky areas to paint. And then obviously I've done the long ends, the side bits and the tops second. I've done that in between watching the Formula 1 and the darts today, and I'll tell you what, at the moment the darts is absolutely epic. So what I'm going to do is, if you wonder what these two little bits here are, these two little bits would go in the ends, and obviously now it's been painted they might be a bit stiff to get in there, so I might have to take a bit of paint out of a couple of these, because yep, that is very stiff to get back in there. But they go in there so it lines up with the next one, and then you just get a bolt and screw them up. So I'm going to try and do that for you now, but I'm going to have to put the camera on a tripod. So picked up this one, which has already got the two bits in the ends glued in. I'm going to turn that upside down. Turn this one upside down. Hopefully you can see. Yep. You just line the two holes up. Now obviously I've just painted these, so there might be paint inside of those holes, so I might have to get a bit of sandpaper and sand it down a bit. And then just basically get your nut and bolt and washer. Try and do as quick as I can for you guys. Leave one washer on the end like that. Poke it through the hole. And it's like I said, now it's been painted, it's going to be a bit awkward, so popping itself through now. Put the washer on. Put the nut on. Tighten her up as best you can. And then, hey presto, we have 2 baseboards now ready for the next stage of the build. Hope you've all enjoyed this little first build of the new project, and I hope that you enjoy me showing you the baseboards that I got from timhornlasercut baseboards and buildings. Now you can use these boards for any gauge, anything from Zs. I would say you could probably use the small ones for O gauge, but obviously the wider boards are going to be better off for the O gauge boys. Definitely perfect for a double O gauge, definitely perfect for N gauges, and like I said, he does corner pieces. He does so he can go around bends. He does different types of fiddle yards. So give this guy another look. His prices, obviously, he will have either on his website, or if you phone him or email him, obviously he can email you a list. He does do special builds, but obviously if you do ask for a special build, obviously it's going to take time for him to obviously program it into a computer, and then obviously make sure that he can definitely laser cut it for you. But I'm sure that Tim did say that he can make perfectly, boards for any size that you want. But always give this guy a ring. I will leave a picture of his contact details literally just after this section of the video. Like I said, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please, as always, if you have, smash that like button down below. If you've got any comments or questions about these baseboards, then please ask away. If I can't answer them, then obviously I will say to you to go to Tim, contact him, and he can obviously answer you better than what I would ever will. If you're a subscriber of mine, great big thumbs up. Thanks for staying with me for all this time. And if you want to become a subscriber, you know how it works. Click on that little subscribe button down wherever it is. Click on the bell icon, select on all, and then you'll get notified of any video that I publish in the future. Next video obviously is going to be me getting the baseboards ready for track laying. So I'm going to show you how I go about laying my cork down onto my baseboards. So that'll be a quick, hopefully be a little quick video, but I'm going to try and do a detailed process of this build. So I'm not going to waffle on anymore, guys. I'm going to leave it there. As usual, all I'm going to say to you is look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye bye from Chelmsford Junction.